Getting ready to get into Chakan the Forever Man. And I wanted to real quick step in here before you get to hear me experience the comic, and then shortly after that, experience the game. That's right. Usually we were talking comics that were based off of video games. In this situation, the comic came first, and you probably, like me, and had never heard of Chakan before. Chakan, spelled C-H-A-K-A-N, came out for the Sega Genesis on December 8th, 1992. And if you could see the cover of this game, which that'll be the art for this episode, you may recognize it at that point. I knew the game before I even knew this was a comic. The front cover shows what appears to be almost like Eddie from the Iron Maiden album covers. But this person is wearing a large cowboy hat and dual-wielding swords. The comic is called Chakan the Forever Man. This came from the mind of writer and artist Robert Krause. Chakan started out in the back of his comic in the early 80s, a comic that he was involved with called Thunder Mace, and Chakan started to become a lot more popular, so he began to write stories about Chakan, and you'll learn that Chakan was a man at one point that defeated death in a sword fight, but was then cursed with eternal life until all of the supernatural evils were eliminated. Then he could find his rest. So, I mentioned Thunder Mace. Thunder Mace was created by Krause and Rick Sellers in the early 80s. And this is interesting because this is not too far from me. The book was actually published by R.A.K Graphics in Akron, Ohio, which was Krause's comic label. Now, in the late 80s, he ends up at Gen Con running into Sega producer Ed Annunziata. This is Gen Con in Milwaukee. And Ed is really interested in thinking about making a video game based on this comic book character. Now, I was on Sega 16, which is a website dedicated to a lot of the development of Sega Genesis games. It's a great article on there. I've got a couple quotes from it here, but Ed was known for making some pretty difficult games. I think he was also involved in Echo the Dolphin. So if you've played that game, which no doubt you've probably heard, you know Chakan as well. The difficulty did not wane here for Chakan at all. As a matter of fact, a lot of people believe this game to be one of the harder platformers out there for the Sega Genesis. I never played it. I just remember seeing it. I never thought to go ahead and rent it because I didn't know much about the character. Again, like I said, this released December 8th of 92. This is shortly after I got my own Sega Genesis, I believe. Actually, I was reading an article from IGN, and the title of the section was Screw This Game. That section of that website is just dedicated strictly to games that were very frustrating in the past. Well, sure enough, there was an article about Chakan on there. And one of the things that I learned is that there was nothing in the manual about some of the critical parts of the gameplay of this game. And you'll listen to me at the end, and I promise even though the video is an hour and a half long, I have cut some things out of it, mainly a large gaps of silence. But during the gameplay, there's a point where you're playing as Chakan and you find some potions. And it takes a while, but I start to realize that you would combine these potions and you get these certain powers. But that's all trial and error if you did not have somebody who had played the game before to tell you what to do. Or some type of Sega video game guide so you could use that to beat it, because the manual did not do that. And this game does not have a save feature. So each of these levels, I think there's a total of 8 before you get to the bigger boss. But each of these levels are, you have to beat this game in one sitting. If you lose power to your Sega Genesis, you're out of luck. You don't have any way of going back to where you left off. So the gameplay that I watched was a YouTube gameplay that was an hour and a half long. And yeah, I had to speed it up towards the end. You'll hear me say that. But that's what you had to dedicate in order to try to beat this game. So let's experience Chakan the Forever Man. It's interesting that they open this up with a interview with Bob Krause, the creator. But yeah, we get an interview that kind of introduces us to how the character was created some of the stuff behind it. Apparently, Chakan challenged death to a fight and lost, and was then cursed by death to wander the earth until all supernatural evils were destroyed. So this is the tale of the last supernatural evil that he has to fight. He says he got the idea for the character after making a sketch in a sketchbook of a zombie-like cowboy. And what's interesting about this is there's a Sega Genesis game called Chakan. And that's what made me decide to do this book here, because I remember vaguely seeing the video game, maybe ads for the video game, but I didn't know it was based off of a comic book. Ooh, is this going to be a very bloody book? Yes, he's a raging, violent character. Oh boy, can't wait to get into this. Ooh, part of the curse is that he feels the pain of the victim of the next creature he is stalking. All right, here we go. The Gray Slayer, the Forever Man, Death's Warrior. He is all these things and more, stalking evil for an eternity, seeking refuge from his curse. Chakan. My sleep is haunted by nightmares where pain is real and unforgiving, and I wander, in enraged bloodlust slaying all who bar my way. All right, so we're opening this up with Chakan on a ship, and the storm is brewing, and the ship nearly gets destroyed. Actually, most of it gets destroyed. But Chakan cannot die, so he washes up on an island here, and he soldiers on. He says he's lucky for once most of his weapons are still with him. Good, he will need them. I think that's funny because he never lost his hat. He's got this huge, wide-brimmed hat that he wears. Got tossed overboard. Well, his ship got destroyed. He was in the sea for I don't know how long. He still got his hat, though. Okay, so he's found his way to Hellshire, where the last evil resides. It's interesting. Some of these pages look really, some of these panels look really complete. By the way, this is a black and white book, but some of the panels look like, they took their time and got it looking good. And then when you get to this next page, it's almost like they didn't have the time to finish out the rest of this. They drew the pencils, but as for shading and filling things in or doing any of that, it's not even there. It's just straight up pencils. And this next page looks good. He stopped at the local bar and he's asking for some information, willing to pay for it, try and find this beast. Looks like a couple guys are going to try and rough him up in this bar and take the money that he's offering without giving him any information. Oh, and he takes his swords out. Oh boy, cut that dude's head off along with that guy's hand and throat. Before their gutted, headless corpses drunkenly crash to the floor, he has already sheathed both weapons. Whew. Yeah. With a name like Hellshire, what do you think is going to be happening here? Chakan knew the townspeople and their sacrifices to the devil. Okay, so it looks like he's been plagued by these dreams, as we found out about his powers there in the interview. And now he's down to the last evil. He says, until one remained to stalk his dreams, and only on nights when the moon was full. Skeleton-looking face guy, massive. Skull shoulder pads, skull belt, nice. I like it. One more full moon tomorrow, and he's hopefully going to be breaking the curse. As the townspeople watch him go to get on his horse and leave, they plan on still sacrificing a girl. Of course, Chakan knew what was going to happen. He's back here, he's watching him. He's going to make his move. Ooh, here comes the beast. Whew, this thing looks pretty nasty. I'm trying to think of how to describe this to you. Looks like a furred monster with legs like a goat, maybe, but the claws are like the talons of a bird. And for hands, this thing has 3 fingers, only 3 fingers on each hand. There's 4 eyes, I think, 2 horns, very much kind of reminds me of a ram's horns. Yeah, these pencils, it's kind of like this book is almost like unfinished in some ways. Some of it looks like it's really been done. They've gone to great lengths to finish it. And then this other one, like the head of this beast, the horns are drawn, but you can see like the body's outlines underneath the horns. Those horns are solid. Oh well. It's kind of jarring when you see a completed page, but then it looks like part of the page is not completed. It is only a few lines, but if you look at the face of this thing, it looks like it was completely just drawn on there. Barely any shading whatsoever for the face that's on this beast that looks complete. Furry, gray tones, pencils. I don't know. It's weird. The beast plans to take the sacrifice, but Chakan erupts into their midst. Oh boy, the beast and Chakan are going to go at it. And the beast is strong. Grabs Chakan and body slams him. Oh, we got a name for our beast here. Geldendrun. So I'll read this to you. You are the Grey Warrior, Steel Death, Chakan, the Forever Man. Ha! You are nothing. Geldendrun, shall crush you. Chakan's fighting back. Punch after punch, kick to the gut. Looks like the beast screams in pain. Takes a few more swipes at Chakan. Oh, now the cult's going to get into it. They're coming after Chakan. Oh, man. Oh, wow. So the beast takes a big swipe at Chakan and knocks him out, it looks like. And they have... Oh, my goodness. Okay. So they got Chakan laid out on the ground, and they tied him with rope, laid him out with his arms outstretched, and staking his body to the ground, along with stakes in through his chest and abdomen, and that's about where it's at. So this guy shows up as Chakan's laying down there on the ground, running his mouth. So he's a citizen of Hellshire. This guy shows up and is running his mouth to Chakan. But the girl that was getting sacrificed, that was going to get sacrificed, she appears and hits him over the head with a stick and kills him. So she helps Chakan up. Oh, so he tells her his story. My tale begins in antiquity, ages past, and a time long ago, lost and gone forever. Oh, yeah, boy, that's a page right there. Full page splash of Chakan as he was younger. He was a warrior priest, steeped in the darkest of mysticisms, and versed in the skills of death dealing. There's this page where he's got his hand raised, and looks like he's getting ready to cast a spell of some sort. Oh, so death shows up. So it sounds like Chakan, before he was cursed, is a pretty arrogant warrior. And then death showed up. And he says, I've been summoned to slay you. So Chakan's like, all right, if you win, Chakan, you shall live forever. If I win, your soul is mine to do as I wish. So yeah, Death laid down a challenge. These guys get into a sword fight. Physical, mental, mystic, psychic pain. So some interesting, as an audio medium to kind of tell you what's going on here visually. I mean, there are some pages that really stand out, like this one where Death and Chakan are going to fight. They both have their swords drawn. They're both in two separate panels, but the page itself is kind of like little skulls and stars, and there's been a couple pages like that. I attacked with such fury, such might, that even Death himself was taken aback then, incredibly felled. Oh, wow. Here is a full page splash of Chakan on the back of Death, who's lost his sword. All right, and he says, hey, you owe me, Death. Give me eternal life. And he did. He shrouded the gifts with the trappings of hell. So Death runs his sword right through the back of Chakan, and now he's got his head back and just starts blasting him with this mystic power right from his hand to Chakan's face, turning him into what was a handsome warrior to this zombie-like figure. For with the gift came a stipend. I would be stripped of most of my mystic powers, left a shell of my former might, and I would wear his visage, and never know peace, and the eternity I would live would be filled with pain and suffering and loneliness. All right, so as he kind of looks like a pilgrim with this hat on of his, but it kind of shows him as he goes through the ages. He's immortal now, becomes a king, says he is a soldier, a thief. Yeah, he is tortured. One panel shows where he's been injured as he's apparently tracking these supernatural evils down. And it says that, it would take long months for some of these wounds to heal. And during that whole time, he would have these visions and feel the pains of the victims of the next beast that he's supposed to find and kill. If all the beasts of the dark are slain, then I may find my rest. Death told me so. Kind of consoling the lady he saved here. I guess her name is Mara, because she's worried about him. He's going to be going up against tomorrow. The next day is a full moon, and he knows that there's going to be the townspeople are going to try to do another sacrifice to the beast. So he's going to fight the beast. Oh man! Now they're going to kill a kid. Ugh. So they're going to sacrifice or leave this kid as a sacrifice to the beast. Geldendrun howls and then enters the field. It is time. Wow, that went awful quick. So I feel like I'm missing a few pages here. So the barkeep has the boy, and they're getting ready to do, they're waiting for the beast to show up. And the next page, Chakan already has the kid in his arms, and he gives the kid to Mara, who's going to ride off with the kid. Now, mind you, the beast is here. The townspeople are all watching this go on. She rode off, leaving Chakan to face the evil throng. As she once feared for her life, she now feared for the Forever Man. Oh, all right. Well, Chakan's using some magic. All these townspeople are going to come after Chakan, and he conjures up, I guess, like a flame, like a spark or something, and tosses it to the ground, and it just erupts in flames and starts burning these townspeople. And now it just looks like it's the beast that's left. Some die quicker than others, but eventually the screams cease and they are all accounted for, until only 2 remain alive on the killing ground. The beast, Geldundren, and Chakan. They face off. Now, these are some pretty cool looking pages. There will always be evil. Always. You can never win. Well, Chakan took one move, almost, here. The beast comes after him and he just puts a sword up and goes right through the chest of the beast. Chakan climbs on top of the beast, grabs him by the horns. The beast shrugs him off. He's got this sword sticking out of his chest. Can't be too good. As blood and gore ooze from their wounds. Damn you, Chakan. We'll meet again someday. When you're lying beside me in hell's boiling pits. Someday, but not today. Oh, and the beast falls forward, shoving the sword even further into his body. He is dead. All right, Chakan has completed his quest. The last evil has been removed. So what is he planning here? He has one of these stakes. Oh, and he takes it and stabs it into his heart. Okay. All right. So Chakan kills the beast, realizes that's the last evil of the world, the last supernatural evil, and is finally going to get his rest. But in order to do that, he has to kill himself. So he takes a stake and shoves it into his heart. But he does not die. What cruel joke is this? I have paid my dues so many times, so many ways. It's not fair. Oh, now see, this sucks because Chakan's having this discussion with death, and he's like, wait a second, man, I've done what you said. I've fulfilled my end of the bargain. Now, at the beginning of this book, in that letter, it says, is his journey done, or does he die at the end, or something along those lines? Why would you ask that in the interview? And why would you put the interview at the beginning of this book? Because the creator said, well, the evil on this planet's over with. There's other planets out there. His journey continues. If I wouldn't have read that, this ending would have had it would have hit a lot better. So as he's talking to Death, he goes, then why do I still live? And Death goes, ha ha ha. I want to read this last page because I want to make sure that it's a great ending for this book. So it says, ha ha ha, let me now show you the totality of your curse, Chakan. Look above you. See the countless stars above your head, each surrounded by worlds like yours, worlds thick with supernatural evils. But then you'll find out about them soon enough in your dreams. A shame, Chakan. It will be so frustrating. There are so many and so far away, and you stuck on this mote of dust, waiting to reach them, waiting such a long, long time, waiting forever. The way that I kind of gather this book takes place he looks like a pilgrim, and the townspeople are using they aren't using cars, they're using horses and buggies. So this reminds me of something like maybe the 1700s, something along those lines. So he's got another 300 years at least before he can get off the planet and go try to kill the rest of these evils. Boy, that's a torturous existence. He's going to be doing it forever. He is the Forever Man. Now, let me tell you something. So that's the end of the story. This next page looks like a couple wrestlers. Bob Krause and Rob Pryor hamming it up, it says. They look like wrestlers. I'm going to have to look that up. See if there's any comments on this. I'd really be surprised. Oh, there is. Oh, it ends just like the Genesis game without the secret boss. So, okay, I've been reading this for a little bit. I think what I want to do, there's got to be a long play of this game. Let's take a look. I'm not going to do this tonight, but I'm going to do it here before we put this up. So there's the original soundtrack. Okay, here is, oh boy, an hour and a half full playthrough. Now, listen, I could do that just like what I'm doing here, where I comment as I'm watching it and then just truncate the silence. So you won't have to sit there the whole hour and a half. I will. So I'll have to find some time if I want to try and do that. But this is like an old school, 1992 Genesis game. The way that the box and box art look, it's the classic grid line Sega Genesis game background. They kind of got away from that as time went on. So 92? All right. Well, that was me reading Chakan and my experience reading it. So I'll do a little bit of research, throw it on the end of this at some point, and also possibly even watch this playthrough. Thanks for sticking around, guys. We're going to start the Chakan game. We're going to watch that and do a small commentary. Now, just real quick to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going to happen here. I'm going to talk for a little bit, but the video is an hour and a half long, but that is not how long this is going to be. I'm going to watch this gameplay and talk about it to kind of give you a peek behind the scenes. I'm going to cut all the silence out because I'm sure there's going to be long gaps where I'm not talking, and you'll kind of get to hear my truncated reaction to this, so it may not be more than 20 minutes to half an hour. This is going to be a YouTube video on Nintendo Complete Chakan the Forever Man playthrough. And here we go. The old Sega logo. Ooh, that was interesting. Some lightning flashing here as our introduction. And there's Chakan dual wielding these swords. I'll read this to you. It has been so long, so very long. I have hunted evil for no less than 1,000 years. Yet, I remember how well this pain started, as though it were yesterday. When my blood was warm, I was a great warrior. Neither man nor beast could best me in mortal combat. Then, in my arrogance, I said one day even death himself will bow before my swords. Crazy Genesis music going on while this is scrolling across the screen, lightning flashing. Now, I've never seen this game played, so this is going to be fun. From a man of death, from death himself, a wager. If you win, eternal life is yours. If I win, your soul is mine. With sword and spell, we clashed toe-to-toe. The world trembled at our unleashed powers. I attacked with such fury and might that even death himself was taken aback, and then incredibly felled. We kind of talked about this in the book itself. I toppled the master, and he granted my reward. I am cursed to live until all supernatural evil is destroyed. I hunt and fight and kill until the end of my curse. Only then will I be able to seek solitude and forever rest. Quite the introduction here to this game. Yeah, so this game was released in 92, so it's a pretty early Genesis game. Oh, we got some thunder. Chakan. His eyes are glowing red. The Forever Man. All right. Oh, they're sticking it on hard here. Hard level. Look out. All right. What in the world? So we open up and Chakan's in front of a bunch of hourglasses. I have no idea where he's at, but he's going through a door. Oh, and we got that lovely Genesis sound. She is known as Elkenrod. She once was a beautiful healer who cured the sick and soothed those in pain. Now, on the side of darkness, Elkenrod feeds on the pain and suffering of her captives. The greater their suffering, the more power she wields. All right, so we open up this level, and Chakan has got his swords out. It's a platformer, killing bats, which that seems to be pretty common in video games. We got some lava dripping stuff out of the wall here. Watch out for that bat. All right, good job. Looks like Chakan's almost got a screw attack here. Here's some more of those floating druids, it looks like. He just slowly walks, too. It's great. It's like he's just walking. He's not running. He's not in any hurry. Slowly walking with both these swords in his hand. Oh, it does look like you can attack while you're jumping and doing a twirl or spin. From what I read, this game is pretty hard. All right, good job. Got yourself a little flask there. There's an hourglass down on the bottom right of this screen, so I'm wondering if he has only a certain amount of time to finish this level. Normally we're used to the old counter. Oh, that's strange. He can put his swords out when these bats come to attack him. He just holds the button and they run into his sword and die. Yep, be careful. Oh, so lucky. Well, he's got a bit of a roll too. Okay. Well, you do not take fall damage, that's for sure. Ooh, now he's got a scythe, so he picked up a... Oh, I thought he was going to use it as a weapon. He's got it. Is he going to use it as a weapon? He's holding it, and then when he starts going downstairs, it turns into his swords. From the blackness of the deepest ocean it came. The one called Mantis created an evil army and built a fortress to protect itself from me. It has wasted its time. My swords will taste your evil blood. Intro to the next level. It's kind of strange. They kind of walk around and enter these doors. Now, he didn't even fight a boss on the last level. He just got this scythe and left. Oh, now we're in a water world. Oh, boy. This would aggravate me. The current is going against you, so it's tough to walk. Oh, he's killing some of these octopus-looking things. Now he's having some trouble getting on top of a pillar, it looks like. There's a pillar there. There you go. Oh, got yourself a flask. Man, I tell you, watching him walk against this water reminds me of playing Super Metroid. Yeah, there you go. He's doing some jumping. Oh, got another flask. All right. I don't know what these flasks are good for. There's no high score, it doesn't look like, so it must do something. There must be like a high, mid, low strike that you can do. Oh my goodness. That's looking like a big lizard man. Oh, he's got the scythe out now. Sweet. I assume it must be a little bit more powerful. Ooh. He just walked through the wall. I would have never thought to do that. Huh. He was just sitting there taking his sword. Mid, low, mid. Mid, low, mid. Oh, you missed it, man. Gosh, that drives me nuts trying to walk against the current. Ooh, what is this thing coming up? Some big crab squid monster. You better run, squirrel. You want to kill that thing? It's got multiple tentacles, and he keeps cutting the tentacles off. Oh, there it is. Now you should be able to kill that thing and get rid of it. Nice. Double jump. Ooh, what in the world kind of a weapon is that? It looked like a staff with I don't know what kind of blades were on that thing. It looked like an umbrella almost. It looks like the wireframe of an umbrella, except they're blades. Ooh. He's still in this underwater world, and he's walking through a bunch of skulls. What in the world? Okay. Oh, neat. So you can use the flasks that you pick up. This is very much Metroid infused. So he combined these flasks, different color flasks, and it gave him a high jump ability. Now he's using that umbrella thing that I was talking about to hook onto things and take him up. So it's very much like the grapple in Super Metroid. Yeah, he's using that to jump. Oh my gosh, we even got centipedes, or I don't even know what you'd call them, the things that come up out of the lava in Super Metroid and grab you and bring you into the lava. They're like worms of some sort. Get your swords out. Oh, almost fell down there. Ooh, he took a hit. Oh, another hit. Oh man, I'm already aggravated for this guy. He keeps falling down a couple levels, then jumping back up. There's another one of these things sitting on the ceiling now. He's about to die. He's only got 2 hit points left. I don't even know how you know if a level ends. Like, it didn't even look like it ended. He doesn't walk through a door, but then all of a sudden he kills the beast and he comes back. Maybe that's what you got to do. You got to kill all the bad guys on every level. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was missing some of the bats on the first one. All right, he's gone through another door here. The Dragonfly King has lived for millions of years. It hails from a prehistoric time when life on Earth was ruled by its kind. Now it is trying to regain the Earth as its kingdom. Enjoy your time, Dragonfly King, for this is your last day. This is some sick music right here. Oh, we got some evil-looking fairies flying around with weapons trying to attack this guy. Oh, he straight up missed that jump. Fell right... Oh, he's going back in. Whoa. I don't know how he knows where to go. Big purple dude's throwing skulls, it looks like. Rocks, maybe. I wouldn't mess with that guy. Jeez. You stick your blade out and they run into your blade. Like, you don't swing your blade, you just stick it out there. There you go. Oh, get some flasks. All right. Some potions. Better make another jump. Okay, get up there. There you go. More potions. That's right. Oh, here's this guy again. Another one of these purple dudes. Keep running into the blade. Running into the blade. Oh, he's figured out how to beat this guy. Is that a door? Oh, yeah. He's inside. Oh, wow. Look at that. Now he's got this massive hammer. So I guess you go around collecting these weapons after each stage. He still hasn't fought like a boss from what I can tell. Oh, he's about to go into a door that has this lady on the front. Her hive is growing, burrowing deeper and deeper into the earth. And as her children are born, her evil powers grow stronger. No force can keep me from reaching her lair. I'm coming for you now, Spider Queen. Ooh, purple. Got this purple looking level. These things. Ooh, spiders getting dropped. Oh, man. So he's in the spider lair. All these spiders spitting stuff. This level is littered with bones. The background as it scrolls, you're walking in front of a bunch of bones. It's pretty cool. Can you kill those things? You just rather not, I guess. He's just ascending these platforms here. Smart. Oh, what are those things? We got some green things in the wall here. They give me a creepy feeling. I love how these things just run straight into a sword. That's how you kill most of these guys. They just keep running into your sword. You can hold your sword out there and they just run into it. Oh, yeah. Oh, how did he know? There's this web-like thing and he used the scythe to destroy it. Oh, boy. That looked like that is a huge spider. Oh, now we've got an axe. Okay. It's the end of that level. Oh, we're going back in. Okay. We start on a new level? I think we just started on a new level. So the object is get the weapon and then you go to the next level. right now he's going through this cave. Spiders keep coming after him. So he's still in the spider lair, but there's these like gaseous eruptions from the wall. This blue gas that comes out that apparently hurts you. I sure hope you were supposed to fall that far. Ew, we got this like four-legged... What is that thing? I think that's a spider. Oh, come on. Guys, I wish I could tell you what this thing looks like. It's a spider, 8-legged thing with the body of and legs of a dog, and its upper torso doesn't have arms. They're just blades at the end of the arms, and it had like a dog head or a horse head, and he beat that thing and won. Okay, so that's probably like the first boss I'd seen. Oh, he's going back in. Okay. So each time he wins, gets a weapon, or beats a boss, he comes back out to this kind of like overworld, and then he gets to go find a door and walk into it. So I think I see what he did. I mean, or the person playing this did. Go and get all the weapons. And once you get the weapons, then it might make things easier. I have no idea what he's doing there. How did you miss that platform? Oh my gosh. That crap would drive me nuts. Oh, get the axe or the scythe and kill that cobweb. Good job. Oh, another boss? Yep. Is this the Spider Queen? I think this is a Spider Queen. Blonde hair, spider body, shoots these things out. He's just swinging away with an axe. I've got to say, I mean, as tough as they say this game is, you can beat bosses pretty easily if you just keep swinging. This guy, all he is doing is spamming the button to swing. He's standing in one place. She keeps running into it. You know, for a 92 Genesis game, I will say, I mean, this is pretty cool looking. All right, he defeated the spider boss. Okay, took him back to the overworld map. Where's he going now? Heading back down. All right, we're going into another one of the levels we were in before. Oh, this is the dragonfly one, isn't it? There's dragonflies coming after Chakan. Oh, how did he know to do that? He just grabbed the hammer and destroyed 2 walls. Using the hook thing. Get your hammer out, destroy these walls. Boy, would I need a map or something here. I love how this thing looks like an evil umbrella. Okay, he just found a pillar of some sort and turned the blue eyes on there and opened up a door, I think. I have no idea where they're getting this information. Like, he just went through a door that had these combination locks on it. I assume that if like it was spinning. Whoa, what was that? Is this the praying mantis dragonfly thing? What is that thing? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? So I think that was the mantis. But let me just tell you what happened. This thing was jumping around. I'm like, oh man, how's he going to hit this thing? He sticks his deadly umbrella out at a ledge, and this thing jumps into the umbrella and gets stuck and just continues to get hit over and over and over and over again until it dies. Lame. Graphically, I'm not complaining here. All right, so he is back into another... This was like the first level I think we were looking at, where the bats were happening. Now we've got, like, demented harpies coming after him, too. Yeah, come on. This guy just poses with these swords every once in a while. Here comes the harpy. And she ran right into his swords. Yep, get your hook thing out. There we go. Swing. Swing. Man, I could see this driving me so nuts. And now he's got these falling bats to deal with. How did you know that was there? Found a secret passageway. Unbelievable. Very much reminds me of Sonic. What? Okay, he just found the exit, I think. And now he's back at the overworld. So he's got all these potions. Each one of these looks to open up like some type of ability. Here's your green potion. Get it. He got his green potion. Okay. Oh, bats and rats. I'm not surprised. Oh, he's saving some people now. We got some hostages. And he just stopped in front of one of them. Oh, no. My bad. Those aren't hostages. Those are zombies. They're just punching at him like with this weakest punch ever when they drop to the ground. So let me set this up. They're chained and hanging from the ceiling. You cut their chains. You'd think, oh, hey, he's going to be so happy that I freed him. But nope, they drop to the ground and then they start punching. Yeah, just stick your sword out there. That rat will run right into it. Nice hit. Oh, yeah, there you go. Opened up secret passages all over this thing. He opened up a wall with the hammer. Got his old umbrella out. Here we go. Oh, hammer time. Now he's got the axe. I don't know if I've seen him use the axe yet. You'd think these guys would be so grateful that you saved them from a torturous existence of hanging there for eternity. Nope. They drop down and they start swinging. He's having a hard time trying to figure out how to cut this guy down. And then just stick your sword out and let him run into it. He got punched by one of the weakest punches in the world. And it took a hit point off of him. Hammer time that rat. Come on. Oh, got a potion out of that one. Get it. Levels tend to get longer. That's for sure. Oh my. King of the Harpy Queen here. She's the Harpy Queen. Well, stick your sword out there. Figure out a way to cheaply kill her. He's having a bit of a problem here with her. She's actually, the AI on this one's actually a little tough. She actually knows how to jump. He beat her. As far as logic goes, when it comes to video games, platformers sometimes make no sense. Like, why do we have these skull elevators going to just up and down in this castle? It's a very Star Wars, no railings type of thing. Oh, man. It is so cheap. You can just stick your sword, point it down, and the big baddie's going to run at you and just keep running and run into your sword and die. This guy's not taking any damage. He's like inches away from a bad guy, but because he has this sword out there, this guy just keeps running into it. And it's taken quite a few hits to kill this guy, too. There you go. Oh, that was the boss of the level. You've got to be kidding me. He's got all sorts. He's got all the weapons, it looks like. He's got all the potions. I want to see him use some of these abilities. Oh, we're back at the same level he just played in. Holy crap. This has got to be the dragonfly, right? What kind of biological horror is this thing? Oh my gosh. I can't describe this to you. I mean, it's like, okay, I think it's a dragonfly, but its wings are like on some kind of bone sticking way up from its back. It has one arm with a sword, one arm, I assume that's behind a shield, and then, yeah, it looks like a tail. I was thinking it was one leg, but I bet you it's a tail, although I don't know where its legs are. Oh, I think he used an ability. I didn't see that. Crap. Oh, boy. This guy is so lucky. He just about fell off and died. Oh, he's got the umbrella of death out. People are running into it, including our big bad here who keeps flying around. He's giving him some trouble. He's only got one hit left and he's dead. I'm talking about Chakan. If he pulls this off, I do not know how he's not dead yet. He got stuff flying at you from all over the place. Oh, he's using an ability. He just used a cross, and that killed the big bad. You deserve much praise. You have done well in clearing the terrestrial plane of all supernatural evil. You must now use the skills you have learned, both mental and physical, to best the challenges ahead. Luck be with you in the elemental plane. Okay, so I think he's beat all of the bosses, and now he's going on to another boss. Okay, we're back at the overworld here. So that kind of makes sense. The elemental plane, most of what he keeps going into is like an air world, water world. Oh, all right, another scroll here. It lives in the sea of fire, the sea of lava. It feeds upon the earth, leaving behind the stench of burning flesh. It is the last of its kind, and it must be destroyed. Its time has come. We ain't gonna call it a name or anything. Beelzebub, I come for you! No, it doesn't say that. It just talks about this thing that lives in the lava. All right. We got ourselves a lava world, it looks like now. Oh, neat. There's this large thing that looks like the sun in the background. I can't tell if it's on fire or if that is like this large demon. Like, I think it's a demon just barely visible at the top of the sun in the background. These lava monsters just keep running into a sword. Lava bats, ladies and gentlemen. Lava bats. Waiting for the lava elevator to take them up. Okay. Actually, all these lava elevators are going down. You got to keep jumping up so you don't get fried. Ooh, took a hit there. Oh man, he's got lava bats all over the place. Got himself some potions, it looks like. Just riding the lava elevator down, that's all. He just keeps taking his sword. He'll find where like a enemy spawns, and he's reached the end. And he'll take his sword and just point it down in the lava, and the thing they'll just keep respawning into his blade and dying. So he's left the world, back to the overworld. Now he's going back in here. I can't tell if the dragon in the background is getting closer and bigger or not. It doesn't look like it. I was hoping that that's what would happen as you continued through your journey here. Like the dragon in the background, you got closer. Go get your potions, bro. Why did you just leave those potions behind? You must have them all. I guess you can. What is going on here? I can't even tell what those things are. They're like lava worms, and they're coming out of these gaping skull mouths. Want to go up and get that potion, bro? Best of luck. Oh, these platform games. Oof. There's like these really small platforms out there. There you go. Nice. Got the red potion. Now you did that to yourself. He jumped into that fire. Well, there's the end. Okay, he's reached the end of that. Back to the overworld. Are we going back in? Going back in. Here we go. I think we're going to see the big boss here in a few. I don't know how you could even see those bats up against that lava. That's just unfair. Currently in a river of lava, jumping from platform of floating rock to floating rock. Still platforming, still jumping, still avoiding flames. Oh, he's got the hammer out now. He knew what was happening. Got the scythe out now. He's got a serious problem with a winged xenomorph looking thing here. Spitting fire. Is he going to use something? What's he using? He's using the cross. He killed it. No, he brought it down. It landed for a second. I thought he killed it. Come on. Fall down. Fall down. This thing keeps running into his sword. Yet again. Taking some time to kill this thing. Nice if you could just keep swinging on this thing when it lands on the ground. But the only thing you do is just knock it to the ground and then wait for it to get back up again. So it can run into your sword and fall on the ground one more time. Chakan. Oh, he beat it. There it is. I don't think that's it, though. All right, now he's going southwest. All right. Ooh, what do we got now? The Tundra Beast. It absorbs warmth and light from the inhabitants of the earth. It uses its evil powers for the coming of the Dark Ice Age so that only the cold-blooded may live. Now it is your turn, Ice Beast. I love how Chakan's giving us a little monologue here every time. It's your turn, Ice Beast. Oh, no. Oh, I can see already I'd be so mad. We got some skeleton dogs coming out chasing this guy, and it's a slippery ice level. You know how crazy this stuff can get when you were playing Mario 3? You'd be sliding on the ice. Maybe make that Mario 2. Okay, that dude did nothing. He did nothing but jump and slide until he found the end. I think there was one enemy I saw. That was it. So I guess the object of this level is don't fall to your death. Here we go. Now we got some... Boy, destroying walls. Oh, whoa. He just destroyed the floor. Slowly riding. Uh-oh. You're in trouble now, bro. There you go. He's on this little ice flow. Get that hammer out. Ooh. Destroy the floor. There you go. Great. Little tiny snow-covered platforms with spikes underneath them. Now he's just sitting here waiting on another ice flow to come. Okay, where's it at? I'm going to jump. Oh, this would drive me nuts. He's got to ease himself over to the edge. There we go. Did that thing just go through the... Okay. These ice flows are tricky. One will go in front of the other one, and then it'll switch trajectory and go the other way. Finally, he's across the river of ice. Oh, get your umbrella out. I see some umbrella hooks. And that was a wall you just walked through. All right. Get the hammer. Yeah, all right. You're starting to figure it out. One-hit hammer there. Ew, that thing looks like a dog, but instead of a mouth and a head, it just has a pincer. A pincer. Gosh, the hit collision on this thing will drive me insane. No, he's just in the water. Okay, all right. So there's some one of the dogs on the bottom of the river that he's on right now, running in place. Can't get to Chakan, but he's running in place. There you go. Better make that jump. Get your hooks out. There you go. Oh, he's already at the end of the level. Well, I say already. He's at the end of the level. Took forever to get there. All right, bro. I'm going back into the ice level. We went to the overworld, and now he's going back in. Oh, that's cheap. Soon as he poured it in there, there was something on him. He didn't get hit, though, somehow. Picking him up a potion. Still making his way across the ice. Time to get the umbrella out. There we go. Oh, that looks wonderful. 2 enemies on both sides just waiting. Well, I mean, he surprised that one, so didn't really have much to worry about. I'll tell you what, when you start rolling on this ice, you pick up speed. Oh, he escaped. Now he's outside, waiting in the snow. Ew, this is that beast I bet he was talking about. That evil thing that sucks the heat from people for the Ice Age. And he has not hit this thing yet. Oh, he's got the hammer. Big hit with the hammer. Wow, okay. Well, it just shot beams out its eyes. Need to hit this thing. Hit it hard. So learning today that this was based on adventures in Thunder Mace. I looked to see if I could find some issues of Thunder Mace online. I did not find any. Hit him with the hammer. Daggone, man. There you go. Jump, jump, duck. Hands are coming up. Get ready. Hit him with the hammer. Longest boss battle ever. So that hourglass is filling. And he's still trying to fight this stupid ice boss. Jeez. Please hit this thing and kill it. Oh, he killed it. Thank you. Did he reach the end? Now he's, I guess he beat that level. Only another half hour to go and 2 more levels. Dark riders on winged beasts block my way to death's realm. Let no man bar my path lest he meet his maker. Neither flesh nor electricity shall hinder me. Electricity, huh? What in the world was that? And these beasts. Oh, can he fly on that? Get it. He just knocked a thing off and now he's flying on a crazy looking bee thing. A purple bee. Massive stinger. Oh, just about ran into a laser there. That's not very fair. Oh, wow. Now we got some dudes like, they're in these little lookouts, like shooting guns. I don't think I saw anybody shooting guns. All right, well, he's exited that level. Now back to the overworld, going back in. I think this might be my favorite music so far. Nice if you get that dude's gun. Be cool if you could sting people with your guy, your little dude. Those little lasers make things unfair. And he just keeps dropping this hammer on top of that dude's head. They do have shields, which is interesting. What did he get hit with? He just keeps flying and flying. Flying up and up and up. He's finally using the axe, and he is like, no mercy. I don't know if he knows where he's going. Oh, well. He's right at the end now. All right. Back to the overworld. And we're going back in. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-bam. There's a little red potion there. Why can't he stay on this thing? He cannot ride. Oh, did he kill it? Aw. There you go. He's trying to get on this bee, and he couldn't get on it. Oh, that is aggravating. He goes through this narrow passageway, and it forces him off of the bee. Spin jump. There you go. Now, you better get yourself a bee before you jump off of there. What are those things? There's these little things. What in the world? They look like hoses with legs. They're purple hoses with legs. Was that 2 of those things dropping there? There you go. 2 bees on top of each other there. Just swing away with that hammer, dude. There you go. Is that a boss? That's got to be a boss. There's like this dude with a lance on a bee. How you can't hit that guy? Oh, there you go. You got to wait him out a little bit. He keeps you get close to him, he backs up. Oh man, this is going to be another 10-minute battle, isn't it? I think I've got to put this on 2 speed. There's no way. He's locked into battle right now. We can barely hit this guy. All right, I'm going up to 2 speed. Here we go. Every time he gets close to this thing, it mocks his movement. I don't know how you trick this thing into allowing you to hit it. Like, he can get it every once in a while, but oh my gosh, there's no way if I was playing this game, I would throw it. Oh, he's lost his lance. Now he's just on the bee, but he's still doing his thing where he just stays ever so far out of reach. If you could shoot something at this guy, it'd be nice. He beat it finally. All right, here we go. Heading northwest. Oh, I've got to read this. Within the core of this plane dwells a creature of destruction. Like a cancer, this evil eats away at the heart of its host. It is like a living planet and can detect the presence of any and all intruders. I must travel swift and light to reach its hidden brood. All right. I'm doing playback speed of 2. All right. Oh, that is... Yep. Reminiscent of Alien. These little eggs you gotta kill. Worms hatch from the eggs, though. Well, they're really slow, though. The big ones are kind of tough, but got himself a potion. All right. Nope, he's already at the end. Okay. Back in. Now we got to contend with little rivers of slime. Well, that looked pretty nasty. When these things hatch, they squeal. What? Oh, he's just checking to see if he needed some potions there. He's got every single potion known to man. Hardly ever uses it. All right, back to the overworld and back in. This grapple stuff would drive me insane. Ooh, big thing coming from the wall. Another thing dropping eggs. I assume this is a boss, and we're going to have another long boss fight. I gotta say, these boss fights are just so, excruciatingly slow. Go over here. And they're repetitive, too. Gotta remember, it's 1992 Genesis style. So on one side, there's this thing that keeps plopping these eggs down onto the ground to hatch these worms. And then on the other side is this nasty worm. So he's about to kill this beast. All right, he's beat the beast. Finally. He's beat the beast. He's beat the nasty worm thing. And now Chakan. As lightning flashes, it is quiet. All too much time has passed since my first meeting with death, and I am weary. I have rid the elemental and terrestrial planes of evil and await my reward. It would seem all darkness has been destroyed. All right, so he's beat everybody. And only now may I seek my rest eternal. So he's beat everybody. Chakan the Forever Man. Oh, now we've got credits. That was the end. Let's see if there's like a after credits scene or something. So as these credits roll past, I don't know what that is. If it's a ship or what it is, actually. It's in the background. It has like a hook on the bottom of it, some skulls, and a lantern above it. Thanks for playing, and look for further adventures of Chakan in R.A.K Graphics Comics. R.A.K Graphics Comics. That's right, we did. Credits have rolled, but there's 20 minutes left on this video. Why? They're gone, and this ship or this thing just is still floating against... Uh-oh, the mocking laugh of the Dark One, Death. Chakan, it has taken you a long time to come to this. You said when all of the beasts of the dark were slain, then I would have my rest. Ha 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 ha! Let me now show you the totality of your curse, Chakan. Look above you. See the countless stars above, each surrounded by worlds like yours. Worlds thick with supernatural evils. They are so many and so far away, and you are stuck on this mote of dust waiting to reach them, waiting such a long, long time, waiting forever. Just like the end of the book. Well, still 20 minutes. As this ship continues to float, not all evil has been destroyed. Oh, and Chakan howls. Oh, okay. Is he starting the game over with the potions, or what's up here? Oh, he just took some electrifying... He just had some potions, turned his swords in... His swords are surrounded by electricity right now, and he's fighting this like... What? Okay, I need to pause the screen. I need to explain to you what he's fighting right now. So it's like this chariot, right? And this chariot is being carted by these little tiny these little tiny aliens, chubby aliens, holding it up on their shoulders. It's a massive chariot that keeps shooting stuff at him. Oh, you can shoot lightning too. This is what he should have used on that lance, dude. No wonder it took him forever to kill the guys. He wasn't using all his abilities. Anyway, this chariot has I don't even know what. There's skeletons on it. There's alien-looking skeletons. You've got to shoot the head of this thing. I've got to turn this on to 2 speed. I don't know if this is death he's fighting or what he's fighting here. Here we go. Set it up on 2 speed just to see what happens, because these boss fights are just ridiculous. Keeps rolling out of the way, and then he keeps shooting. Oh, he beat it. And the sands of time are just running here. What? There's no way. So he just beat that massive boss. And I'm going at 2 speed right now. There is approximately 14 minutes left. 14 minutes left in this video. And all we are at right now is a screen of just sands going through an hourglass. And if I'm looking at this correctly, that's all you see for the next 14 minutes. If you're playing this game, is that what you do, is you wait? All right, I'm fast forwarding to an hour and 35. An hour and 36. Oh, and then it just says not the end. Come on. It says not the end. Flashes to a screen of the boss that he just beat, and then it shows you getting killed. Rest will come another day. And that's the end. Now let's talk about the ending. There's some really unique traits to the Chakan game. Things that, on top of being extremely frustrating, I want to go ahead and explain here from the article that I had found. After he has slain the supernatural evils of Earth, Chakan is shown stabbing himself with his sword in an anticipation of his promised death. This is from the wiki, and this is about the game. Death replies that every star in the universe contains a planet filled with supernatural evil, so Chakan's curse remains unlifted. The player is given a single attempt to defeat one such cosmic supernatural evil as a final boss in the game. If unsuccessful, Chakan states that rest will come another day. If you lose the battle at the end, then that's what pops up. Rest will come another day. Through each one of these levels, this hourglass shows up, and there's a text scroll, what Chakan is about to get into, and who they're about to go try and fight. That's what happens at the end of this game. The hourglass hits, and we get a text scroll showing you the credits for the people that worked on the game. But yeah, if you die, it says rest will come another day. Now, here's the kicker. The Sega 16 article that I was talking about, this was written back in March of 2016. It says titled Behind the Design of Chakan the Forever Man. Chakan's true ending also left many with bittersweet feelings, given how hard it was to reach. After the true final boss battle, which occurs after the ending text and credits, players are taken to the hourglass screen, just like before, where the screen sits idly for 90 seconds. Let's stop, because that, unless I got to a different screen, did not happen in my situation. Because you have to sit for 15 minutes before you reach the ending. So as you sit there idly for 90 seconds until the message "not the end" appears. According to Annunziata, this was done deliberately. After that, yes, there is another boss as a post-ending bonus, and if you manage to beat him, the hourglass appears. How long does Chakan have to wait before the end comes to him? It was not an easy decision. We could have just ended the game with the story and credits, but something was nagging me. It's not the end for Chakan. Imagine, after so much pain and suffering, thinking the end is near, only to find out it has hardly just begun. Artistically, we were obligated to share this pain for Chakan. The hourglass where you wait forever was for Chakan. So there you go. A little bit of research done after the fact. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put this thing together. I'm getting ready to edit it. I really hope you guys do enjoy it. A little snapshot of video games and comics right here on the Source Material Podcast. Thanks for joining me. I'm Jesse Starcher. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us. All of this would not be possible without W2Mnet.com, so make sure to seek them out for more podcasts. If you enjoyed what you heard today, please feel free to share, and we look forward to entertaining you again soon.